So by now, it should be clear that there is no one way that all asexual people practice intimacy or have sex. Keep that in mind. However, we can look at how some ace perspectives might approach closeness and or affection, and in this video, we'll let the toys take us on this journey. These are nipple clamps. Butterfly nipple clamps. We're gonna start pretty vanilla and get progressively naughtier, just FYI. Here we go. One way ace folks might connect is simply by getting comfy and cozy together. They could participate in sexless forms of physical contact. Hand-holding, snuggles, hugs, spooning, back scratches, playing with hair. These activities can be wonderful ways to express care and fondness. And what's interesting is different people have different opinions of what is and isn't sexual. Just because society often associates something with sex doesn't mean every individual feels this way. Some people think kissing can be platonic, or making out can be sensual. So don't be too surprised if you ever find ace people smooching, or doing other things. It might also be worth noting that you can do these activities clothed, in PJs, or naked. No sex necessary. Sometimes just existing exposed and unfiltered in front of your partner or partners can be a valuable exercise in trust and vulnerability. And I really don't know what could be more intimate than a valuable exercise in trust and vulnerability. Gay! Or you can make snuggles/comfy time a production with special garments, like silky robes. Oh my gosh, I have a new look. This is my gender. Nipple clamp earrings are my gender. I kind of like this because it's not inherently super seductive like other kinds of lingerie. It's just kind of pretty and soft. I have to put my shirt back on though because wearing the robe makes my sports bra visible.
And that reminds me that I have boobs, and that makes me feel sad.
And now you can't see my sports bra anymore. You can get even more extra by setting the stage with rose petals. That touch of gold is like my aesthetic. And candles.
You live right there now.
And perfumes. These three things all came in a pack called After Dark. It's essentially like a romantic night-in kit. Albeit cheesy and cliche, these things can show your significant other that you've invested thought and effort into your time together. And you can totally enjoy these items without sex. Our culture has just socialized us to think that sex always follows elements like this. That's a construct, though. We get to write our own intimacy narrative and end it whenever and however we want. Plus, sensual attraction is totally a thing. Sensual attraction is the emotional or physical desire to engage in sensual acts with a specific person. Sensuality is a pleasure that involves the senses: sight, taste, sound, and most notably, touch and smell. It can be super enjoyable to feel silk, experience caress, smell candles, taste strawberries, listen to music or the soothing sound of your partner's voice, or view a romantic and or aesthetically pleasing bedroom. A person can derive pleasure from and or feel attracted to these things in a non-sexual way. Basically, you can titillate your senses without titillating anything else. Sometimes I feel like we forget that's an option, because media almost always shows sensuality only existing to be a part of foreplay preceding sex. It's a means to an end in a lot of the stories we consume. But again, we can totally write our own stories. That being said, there are a few instances in which we see sensuality being satisfied and represented in our world in a way that isn't always sexual. For example, massages and bath time. These activities can certainly stimulate and amuse the senses, especially if you throw in oils or the Contour M ceramic massage stone. Seriously, I made Grace use this on me and it was great. My muscles wept tears of joy. Bath time is nice because it's warm, usually naked, and you can wash each other, which is kind of a sweet partner activity. I really like going the extra mile and whipping out bath bombs, salts, bubbles, and massage wands. Again, I like this because it's maybe a little phallic, but not overtly sexual.